wake up, it's that time again. The sun's not here, but we're on again. Grab your coffee, grab your crystals, and gather round. It's not lunch, it's not breakfast, it's the time we found. For brunch, well maybe we're busy. For brunch, maybe we're lazy. For brunch, well maybe it's Conquest. For brunch, or be your request. But brunch is the time that we make for each of us, where we ask Egnards dumb stuff, because brunch will always be the special time for Egnards and for me.
All right. Good morning. Welcome and happy brunch. I'm getting hit with allergies this morning, so I'm very sniffly. There's definitely some congestion. I'm hoping I'm not sick. If I am, I'm going to blame Dan because I was perfectly fine before he came back to the game. He shows back up and now I feel like shit, which is par for course, I guess. Good morning to everybody. It is over on this side of the pond, as Xander would say, Memorial Day weekend, and it is not bright and sunny. It rained all day yesterday. It is going to rain all day today, and it will rain all day tomorrow. So, not super excited about any of that. There's not too much going on in the game. What do we have today? We've got the raid we need to do. We have Conquest we need to finish up. Territor TW Hero might make an appearance. I'm not entirely sure. It depends. I literally have not even looked at the board. So sniffly. Because we have an advantage. So we're going to find that stuff out today and see what's happening. There's also something new happening with the Cantina signal data experiment. We are working on a frequency experiment as well. If anybody is interested in the very, very, very tedious data collection that comes with doing a frequency experiment, because it does require doing your Cantina literally one battle at a time, and I've been doing it on 3 accounts, and I'm not excited about it. We're ahead. We're only ahead by 2,000 points. Damn. Oh shit! I gotta look at the board. Let's see. Let's find out what's happening in game, shall we? Let's see if TW Hero can save the day. Let's turn on the sound. I like sound when I'm streaming. There we go. Check out the board. Oh, I don't know. I don't think they're even... I think they're fucked. They can't even get past the front wall. All right, let's see. What can TW Hero do here today? We have Third Sisters on the board. What is here? We have Ahsoka's on the board. We have Rey's on the board. Okay. All right. Let's just see what we can do, I guess. Doesn't actually matter. So that I don't get yelled at. My guild loves yelling at me. Grab your coffee, grab your crystals, grab your friends. One is down. 2 is down. Doing some damage. All else fails. You guys are all dead. And let's go into ult just to be safe. Oh, that's right. I saw the Mando movie yesterday. No spoilers, right? Because I know not everybody has seen it. The power went out in my theater halfway through the movie, which was interesting. They did rewind it a bit and start the movie again from that point. It was fine. Again, no spoilers. I know not all of you have seen it. It was perfectly acceptable, is what it was. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I definitely took a 20-minute nap during it, and that's not a Star Wars thing. That's just if I go to the movies, I take a 20-minute nap most of the time. My wife and I, we went out for ramen and drinks beforehand. We had a drink at the movie theater, so of course I'm going to pass out. I don't think I missed anything important, but it was fine. That's all I really have to say about it. The only thing I didn't really like is Rada the Hutt's voice. I love Jeremy Allen White. I just felt like they did some weird things with the bass where it sounded like his voice and then a second layer on top of his voice, which was kind of jarring to me. Yeah, it was go in, enjoy a space flick. It's fine. That's what you're gonna get out of it, and that's I think that, and I've said this a lot to people. I think that a lot of people prop up Star Wars way more than it actually should be. And I know I get a lot of flack for saying this, but if you watch the original trilogy, it's not a masterpiece. I'm sorry, it's not. It's cheesy. The only thing that makes the original trilogy not a B movie is the fact that people really like it. Go home, watch it with like an actual, not critical lens, but like a fair lens. It's not anything amazing. And I think that Star Wars fans sometimes they want amazing no matter what all of the time. I don't think that that's fair, is the point. I don't think it's a Disney thing. I know people are always saying that it's a Disney thing. Like, oh, Disney did this to Star Wars. It's always been corny and cheesy. Always. We gotta get rid of this fuck. Causing me lots of problems. Of course, dodged. I did not check. I should have checked. B movies do tend to have a very loyal fan base, but I'm gonna lose this because I wasn't paying attention. But they do also tend to have a much smaller fan base, right? And what makes a B movie in the eyes of the consumer is that it's cheesy, that it's low effort, that it's low budgeted, that it's corny. The original trilogy was very, very, very much was, and anyone who says otherwise needs to like actually sit down and watch it again. I don't know what's going on here. I want to try Spider Mall because I don't care. You have one of his Omicrons. Uh, do we want to do? Let's do this one. Or it's just an action. I liked B-movie. I don't give a shit what people say. Dan, I don't know if I'd say that I like jazz, but like if you listen to all of our stream stuff, it's all like horny 1970s jazz shit. Where did we get that from? I don't know. I think Moonborn is a fan of jazz. Yeah, listen, Xander, I get what you're saying. I just think that people, like, if you talk to anybody about the original trilogy, they prop it up as, like, this masterpiece that has done nothing wrong. And it's just not true. They pretend that that those movies are, like, this God-given thing that they just are not. Okay, can we get out of ult? Oh shit. TW Hero looks like all he's gonna be doing today is making some teams easier for his guild to fight. TW Hero does not look to be doing super well. Okay, maybe we got this. Maybe we got it. Maybe we're saved. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe we can fucking kill Starkiller or Ray. Disney should do a Starkiller. I've never really even liked Starkiller's story. I played the movie, the first game. I don't know. It's just like this power fantasy, which is kind of cool. I didn't think it had crazy gameplay. It's not like Kyle Katarn. We need a new Kyle Katarn in the Disney canon is what we really need. Give me Jan and Kyle. Give me the Moldy Crow. That's what Star Wars needs right now. Grab your coffee, grab your crystals, gather around. I don't know if I can do anything else here. No, Satele can't beat Ahsoka. And not without fucking her stuff either. Definitely not. What about these guys? Morning, Zalander. Satele probably gets fucked here. Oh, I could do Seabane. I don't have any of the Omicrons though, and my GM is not great. I need to pick up their speeds pretty considerably, and they're just not where I want them. Do this for the speed. Yeah, sorry, Xander. Sometimes you are useful. Get these bitches down. I don't know why I'm attacking General Syndulla, to be completely honest. I even know that that's not the right move, and I'm still doing it. I do hate fighting this team because it's just... yeah, I mean, I briefly talked about the Mando movies, Allender, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I know a lot of people haven't seen it yet. So I just gave my very general thoughts on the movie. There are definitely places on Discord we could talk about it, but I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. It was fine. It certainly was a movie. Can we do some shit? Kill things. I hate how many times this fucking team goes in a row. It would, yeah, exactly. I would take a nap during that movie again. You know, it was a great fucking movie, Obsession. All right, we're just gonna throw it on auto and see what happens. I definitely screwed this matchup like completely. It's my fault. I recognize that it's my fault that we lost this. I got distracted. It is what it is. I don't care that much. Maybe without Ezra, we can do this. Oh, fuck. Right. Ezra didn't die. Shit. The other guy died. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Obsession was a great movie, Dan. It was like, I might go see it again. My wife wants to go see it again. We very rarely see movies a second time. Obsession was a solid movie. You want to support like original stories? Go see Obsession. That entire movie, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Egnards is not good at this game. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Why do people watch him play it Sunday morning? I don't know, but I find it to be boring for brunch. Ba-da-da-ba-ba for brunch. Dee-dee-dee-dee for brunch. We're just throwing shit at the wall for brunch. Ba-ba-da-da. Special time for Egnards and for me. Oh, you've already brought yourself down. Okay. Ooh. Oh, right. That is GAC only. Oops. I forgot all about that. Have I enjoyed playing with my new pixels? I mean, not really. Right? We know. I'm gonna fucking lose this again. I have had a terrible GAC week. Like, awful. I got spanked my last match. It was not pretty. It was not fun at all. Can we stop with the fucking bonus protection? Oh, God. Just fucking killing it. Oh, right. That doesn't... Oh, god damn, stop. No more bonus protection. Yeah, I think my Ahsoka has the ISB cron too. You know, just one of those fucking crons, right? That there's always one of them. I didn't expect that to work, but it did. TW Hero's not doing great, but he is doing something. How does Lord Vader do against this? Morning, Caleb. Let's find out. Let's see. All right, well, enemies, I think you are fucked, probably. Maybe not. TW Egg is like, oh, if this wasn't Sunday morning, I would not be doing this right now. If this were a midweek TW, we would be like, nope, not happening. I will do 0 battles, and people would deal with it because I do plenty during TB week. You don't need me, I'm good. All right, I think we're good here. Just gotta take out Reba. Bitch is dead. Defeat 5th brother in battle. Character quest. Interesting. Okay. I do still have Ahsoka. Problem is, I don't have any of the TW Omicrons, and I think everything that's left up here has TW Omicrons. Go after Rey. I don't know how it does against the Omicrons, though. We're just gonna beat up this wall. That is what a TW hero does. Wampa against Ahsoka? Like, maybe I'll try Wampa against Inquisitors just for fun, but not against fucking Ahsoka. Come on, Xander. So we do have our Relic 10 Wampa now. Just everything's gonna miss. Probably should not do this battle on auto. Okay. I'll take it. McClunky said he's going to take his to Relic 10 too once he hits 250 subscribers. Which I think is ridiculous and just silly, and that's exactly what we expect from a McClunky, right? It's for him to do things that are just obscene and stupid. All right, is there one that has... Okay, we will... I mean, I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to do it just for the hell of it. He has been killing it. I laugh every single time I see something from him because he's just so funny. And it helps that he just does not care. Yeah, there's no way, because I'm not going to be able to get protection. I didn't even get a fucking turn. Everybody in my guild right now is like, what the fuck are you doing, Egg? What is going on here? And I think that was a... Yeah, that was a no Omicron team, too. What about Gungans versus Ahsoka? We're gonna do it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I have not used Gungans since the change. Hey, Fast Eddie. Yeah, I was just in the beginning. I was talking about that. It's just rain, 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 and more rain. And tomorrow there will be more rain. Come on. We can do it. Okay. Apparently, Ahsoka can now kill them through that because she can take them past protection? Who the fuck knew? I didn't fucking know. Didn't know like that there was a protection disruption thing going on there, but I guess so. Need to be able to get around this taunt, which I don't think that I can do anymore. I can't get around this taunt, then there's not... I was hoping maybe I could kill one more of them. But it does not look like that's going to happen. Yeah, but they shouldn't be able to drop below 100% protection if they have protection. Unless that's only GAC. That might only be GAC, to be completely honest. I could not tell you off the top of my head. But as Xander points out, this is just a data point for us to know what we can and cannot do. And we did kill one of them. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is going to work either, just because they're going to do so little damage. Morning, Lost Pixel. How are you? Welcome to Brunch. Yeah, see, this is probably not going to work either. This is live testing of years-old teams. It's fucking Brunch, man. Who cares? We don't do testing and shit here. People have asked me to do testing on things, and I'm like, that I don't do that. I talk about math. Talk about drop rates. Old account fleet. Yeah, fleets are the thing that you have to... It's the one thing that CG really does not let you buy is fleet stuff for the most part. Which is something that user is finding out right now. It is something you have to stay on top of. I'm so glad to be done with it. Farming fleets always sucked. Okay. Are we going to really get here and then lose? Oh, thank God. I thought that was the death of us. There is going to be a sandbox mode coming. They said soon, TM, so I think it's coming in the next era. So I wouldn't expect it over the next 2 months to be put into game. What about Cassian versus this? There are limitations because you can only have Datacrons on the offensive team, not on the defensive team. So I do think that there's going to be a lot of limitations to the mode that are going to make it not as useful as people want it to be. Phil did say something very smart, which is very, very rare for him, which is essentially that they should allow you to use era units in there, which would maybe entice people to purchase era stuff. Oh. Just straight up deleting these guys. All you need is one account, man. I mean, I play multiple accounts right now because people pay me to, but I would never have... I would never have my own second account. There's just so much going on in this game. I don't understand how people even deal with it or do it at all. We're getting pretty close. We're at... Is there anything else we can throw in here? You, Balin. And there we go. Yeah, he did a whole video for something that he talked about on Zeta Protocol, which I guess makes sense because, you know, Zeta Protocol is on my account. So I guess it makes sense for him to also have his content on his own channel. Love this FTC when it's on my team. I hate fighting it. Go get us down to Eva only. I don't even think Hondo got a turn. Regular arena as in as in squad arena, which is going the way of the dodo, or do you mean like GAC? I think the nice thing though is like for returning players and for new players that there is so much for catching up now. It's a lot quicker to get units between the light speed tokens and everything else going on. Oh, it's 801, which means that I can do this. How is my GAC going? It's going to shit. I've lost both battles so far. The first one, my first battle really sucked because I was in my office at work doing the battle because I needed to rush to get it done. And right when I went into the Balin FDC battle with Jabba, which was still working at like 80% in threes, I had a knock on my door. So I had to go help somebody. And it ended up losing, which destroyed my entire first match. My second match, I just good old American everything that I threw at every wall just lost. So we're going to hope that this match goes better. But I'm also playing against a 17 million account. He lost 2 matches too. So maybe he also just sucks like I do. And we will do just fine against each other. I think that that's it for TW Hero for now. There's not much else I can do against the current walls that are up. Yeah, so they haven't talked about what they're going to do with Prestige, right? That is another thing. Prestige is already very difficult to get. We're going to move into the raid 44. It's already something that's very, very difficult to get. So, and a lot of people have said on like Reddit and Discord, like, hey, what is going to happen here? And they haven't given us an answer. We're just going to see, I guess. We're going to find out. We're going to be in that one together. I don't need Prestige. I have 10,000 of it, but it's not something that CG can just let disappear because there are so many people that need it. It's not like some random, no big deal item. But the LSTs take a while to get, Lost Pixel, but CG has tripled the era currency you get. And those LSTs are only 3,500 now instead of 5,000. So it's a lot quicker from where it was for the last 2 eras, which is really super positive for you know, players that are in your position. Let's kill that bitch. You haven't played for 15 months. Great time to come back. You've got the anniversary quests. So there are a ton of anniversary quests that you can do right now. The LSTs are so much quicker than they were 3 to 6 months ago, right? So for you, that's also good. If you're a spender, they've also given a lot more really nice deals on Zetas. Omega battles now give Zetas to help people catch up as well. The loaned unit stuff is all new for us, too. Some of the new Zeta packs are much, much higher in value than they used to be. So I'm not saying you can catch up in a day, but, like, there was a guy who we did a roster review for him, like, 3 months ago. He started his account in December, and he's in Kyber 1 now. Now, again, obviously, big whale, tons of money, but that's how much... Oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Damn. I need to pay attention better. All right, let's do that again. Zeta packs used to be very bad value, but there are much, much, much better value packs than they used to be in terms of everything. You know, like, let me pull it up. I'll pull it up over here. Gotta find it because I have so many spreadsheets. And go to this. It should be on my Discord. Value calculator. Find all of the packs in the game. See what their values are. Or all of the good packs in the game. I don't waste my time valuing old packs that don't have any real objective value anymore. But you can definitely go through the ability, and the Zeta Command bundle, I think, is one of the newer ones. That should be on my Discord, or somebody should be able to get that to you. Morning, Shadow. I was thinking about this morning. I was like, man, you know, the funny thing about Shadow is he's the #1 player. He's like, I need to be the very best. He's like the Ash Ketchum of this fucking game. And just how much you loathe doing Conquest. It's just so funny to me. Fuck. I am doing terrible. To pay attention more. I hate these stealths. Like, get me... Stop with these fucking stealths. There we go. You're dead. There, finally. Nice. I like when I can kill those two guys before the hits happen, so that I don't have to waste my time hiding behind stealth. But this time I'm going to have to. Oh, shit. Nice. I'll never make him... Well, Shadow, don't hold your breath, man, because CG can challenge us sometimes. If they hear you say that they cannot make a worse game mode, they are going to go, hey, this bitch over here thinks that we can't do this. Let's fucking show him. Let's show him what is up. Right, there we go. Mace squad. Then we gotta run. Era P... Oh my god. I am not excited for Era PvP. I'm gonna give it its fair shot. And that's why Phil and I didn't talk about it on Zeta Protocol, because... You know, I don't want to shit all over it before it even comes out, but you cannot give me a new game mode right now. There's just too much. I don't usually need Gun Granny. There's just too much going on in the game for you to give me another game mode. I don't need this shit. CG finds a way. Jeff Meatbloom. Do this without the gun, Granny. They're unhappy with fleets because I think that they've developed themselves into a corner with fleets. It's such a tight meta that I feel like they have trouble touching the meta. And that's where their trouble has been, and that's why we haven't had a new, like, real fleet in a while. Like, they just do not know what they should do. Maybe they figured it out now, and that's why they were saying, oh, we're looking into this stuff, and it's on the development cycle. But there was no way. They were just buying time for the longest time. All right, I think we are good now. Don't even need Gun Granny. Grab your coffee. We have to go to Hot Utils. Gotta load up those mods to do this mode for brunch. Ba-dee-ba-dee-dee-dee for brunch. We also need to have better mods tools in the fucking game so that we're not relying on Hot Utils. Love the guys at Hot Utils, but like it's so ridiculous how hard the game itself makes it for us to manage our mods. You know what? One thing, I said this to Meathead a while ago, and some people may disagree with me, but I think that a lot of the times things feel longer when there are too many animations that pull you away. And one thing I really hate about fleets is that there's so many different animations that pull you away from the battle that fleet battles feel so much longer than they actually are. So there's that beginning animation that takes forever. There's the animation for reinforcements that pull you out, which take forever. There's the ultimate animation, which takes forever. And it just makes a 2-minute battle look, feel, and act like it's a 15-minute battle. And I think that that is something that they really need to look into kind of changing up to make the battles feel like they are tighter. All right, we have loaded Hot Utils. Let's get this game to reload. Game does not want to reload. There it is. Boom. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go to Jotaz. I didn't realize I had 3 more battles left. I thought that I had finished that. Let's get this Slenderman run out of the way. Hey, Ani, good morning. You missed the TW hero. I did not do very well, but we got a couple of battles in there. Gotta get my droid brains. Not that I need them right now. Really, what I need is I need R8 material. R8 material is at such a huge premium right now. Huts Hangout. What is up, gentlemen? On a Sunday, don't you guys normally film on Saturday mornings? The fuck is going on there, boys? Huts Hangout stealing all my Sunday morning viewers on Twitch. The 3 people that watch on Twitch every Sunday morning. I gotcha. Yeah, I went to go see it yesterday too. We talked briefly about it before, but it's very hard to talk about a movie when you're also not wanting to spoil it for other people. So we didn't go too crazy. All right, can we do this in one? That would be wonderful. Ah, there he is. What's up, Tess? I just messaged you on Discord, buddy. Once this stuff is done, I can make any of those changes that need to be made. Oh, fuck. Thought I had it there. Okay, beautiful. We have it. So, of course, I will mess this up. I usually do mess it up, that is. Then I have to wait forever for the next time. Were you also the whole movie thinking, no, I wasn't. I did definitely think that Rada the Hutt, I was like, oh, his kit might be more interesting. But other than that, I'm such a, like everybody else, when they farm, they go, oh, this character, I love this character, I need to get this character. I don't play the game that way. I just get everything. I don't care what they do. I don't care who they are. Boom. And we, of course, only need to get the 2 here. We do not need to get the 3. So we do not care if we win this part of it. It'd be nice if we do, but it's not necessary. Adventures. Yoda walks in. He's like,
Grogu. Needed for Avengers Initiative, you are. Yes.
that I don't give a shit about any character in this era. But I've said it before, that's a me problem. That's not a game problem. There are people super stoked about New Republic, and I'm happy for those people. I don't need to enjoy every character that comes to the game. Right, that's all my rewards. Now, fucking Rummy can stop spamming me with tags to say that I didn't do my raid battles. Let's boot Hot Utils back up again. Honestly, Ani, I was disappointed yesterday seeing the movie. I saw it yesterday because I wanted a crowd like that. If a kid stood up in the middle of the theater and yelled out, "Hey, that's Zeb," I would have gotten such a kick out of that at the movies. Such a huge kick out of that. Base loadout. That would have been my favorite part of the movie if a kid stood up and did that in my theater. Hopefully there were no like asshole adults who yelled at him. And I saw like at the theater they were selling like an $80 AT-AT like thing, large popcorn thing. Get the fuck out of here. I hate those. Oh my god, I hate the popcorn buckets. I really hate them. Everybody has to have them. All right. Raid is done. Let's see. That's all of them. All of those popcorn buckets. You're supposed to get a large popcorn. They're all fucking tiny. Okay. The two you wanted the vagina popcorn bucket. All right. I don't normally do more Conquest this stuff, whatever it is, Coliseum. But I'm at like 66% on this stupid boss, and I really would like, it would be nice if I could get the other piece of it. So I'm going to try. And they also had cups. They were like, get this cup, and you get one of these 4 random tops for the cup. Fucking get out of here. Of course, everybody bought them. It's not going to be a collector's item one day. Nobody's buying that from you. What's the new raid? I don't know, man, but I mean, if you did see the movie, there is something in there that could be the new raid. Yeah, so back in the day, right, like a decade ago, I was talking about this on the Three Scoundrels Discord. Back in the day, there would be like 1 or 2 new buckets a year, and it was only for the super big movie of that year. Now, every fucking movie has its own popcorn bucket. Like, every movie. It's enough. Try Death Trooper lead? Huh. I saw somebody else do Death Trooper lead, but I haven't tried it myself. We can take a look at it after this. $25 because Star Wars fans are fucking stupid and we will buy it, or at least like I would have a decade ago. I don't collect stuff anymore because I just think it's a waste of my time, effort, energy, money. I'd rather be spending it on alcohol, good alcohol. Yeah, but I don't really want to do a strategy. I don't want to give credence to any strategy that Phil does, is really the problem here. Ooh, we got a provoke, which is useless because he goes right after the provoke. Okay. Would be, if I get to 70, that would be super nice, but I don't, it's not like I need to. I'm already where I need to be. %68%. Ooh, ooh. No, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you go twice in a row? Fuck you. Of course. That's exactly what happens. All right, so what's the deal with Death Trooper? Where the fuck is he? Whenever Yinkrenik, while Death Trooper is active, they steal, terminate. If the target is suffering debuffs, critical hit. Damage to all enemies, dispel all buffs on them. This target enemy with a chance to inflict daze. If the target is a rebel or there's an Imperial Remnant in the out, attack a second time. Okay, so let's go here. I still want Bam. Like this. Is this the team? Morning, Imp. I saw your paint jobs yesterday. Because I only have one battle left, and I'm not burning crystals. Okay, so if it's the wrong team, what's the team? Oh, I put the wrong guy. Fucking idiot. I'm a moron. What are we doing, Xander? What's going on? They took the L and gave it to the GBTQ. Hamnet is a movie about a theater kid who dies. I like that part. Okay, do I have the team now? Is this... Do I take somebody else out? You guys give me so little information. Yes, no, maybe, possibly. Marginal success. Okay, it's not helpful to me. We're just going to do it and see what happens. Tucker Eggerson. I don't know. We were told to target suffering debuffs, critical hit, dispel all buffs on them, healing immunity. No. I do like how basically all the time in this game mode, there is always something that you can't highlight. Like Zeb's last special. Don't use middle special. I don't fucking know, man. How am I supposed to know that? Nobody uses Death Trooper for anything. Zeb's middle special isn't necessarily bad. Provoke forces them to hit him, and it can be helpful depending on if you get it to hit or not. I fucking hate the Zepho Guardians. Is that tomorrow? Is it or is it today? Is it Zepho Guardians today or Dryax? I generally do burn down one because it's just so difficult otherwise because of their buff at 3 stacks, which makes things so damn hard. how long do I play? How long have I been playing this game? I've been playing for 9 years at this point, I think it is. See, these provokes are actually nice. Didn't press auto. Right, well, my favorite piece of this is gone. It sucks. Getting to 70 would not really give me much of anything, but it still would be nice. Well, since Zeb died there, probably not hitting that. Especially if this fucking guy's gonna cheat and go twice in a row. 68%. So basically the same thing. Did I do this yet? Arrow magnifiers. Don't really need electrum conductors that much. Xander, I don't need it. I'm in the top for my group. Any good mods? I'll take this. Already did that. All right, let's go into Conquest. What is it? It is 113. Let's just burn through what we can in Conquest. I have all defensive discs on, which kind of sucks. Because when you're doing this on manual, or on auto, really. So just for quality of life purposes, we're going to change some of this around. Weak spot. No, we don't want vitality. No. Do caustic emissions. Just want things that okay, that should make things go faster. I'll see you later, Shadow. Be well, man. Fuck you, Xander. I get through Conquest in like 3 days now because I do the 100 refreshes just for the hell of it. I have not been getting lucky with my Datacrons. I have a decent amount of them, but I have not been getting lucky on what they are, which is obviously not helpful to me at all. It's also fucking cold here. God damn. It's freezing in my house. Snorlax, how was dinner? It looked like Korean barbecue. Is that what you were eating? I didn't see a heating element on the table, but I saw the little tongs. And I saw what looked like kimchi in the middle. Yeah, Adis, I have noticed with light side versus dark side, I never get the one that I want. It's always the opposite of whatever one that I need. And I maybe have one or two of the opposite side. The table was the Chinese food. Got it. I'm just going to step out to turn my heat on because it's fucking cold in this room. Yes, you can re-roll them, but I don't want to re-roll the level 3 before I get to level 9 um because then it makes my my level 9 refresh take more. Oh shit, I did the wrong team. All right, that's fine. Right, I want to be able to get to level 9 and re-roll the level 9 first. So it's very annoying when your level 3s are coming up as one side all of the time. Well, it sounds like Lost Pixel that at your level of the game, you probably don't have to worry too much about the differentiation of your datacrons. You know, when you're in high Kyber, it's something that I am constantly worried about and focused on. Oh no, I didn't fight the wrong team. I did fight the right team. I'm just so used to Geos being there that I completely forgot that they changed Geos out of there. Those high defense crons can be a real bitch to fight. I'll trade you, man, because that's all I'm getting. Yes, Xander, I understand that. But that's the whole point. That's why it's an annoyance. Right? Is that we are annoyed that we are going to have to waste those things early on. Do you follow me now? All right, we're going to have to change this team out after this battle. But the efficiency cries. I've become so much less efficient in the last year just because I want to have fun playing the game. Oh, I don't want this team. No, that team's not doing shit for me. I have Spider Mo. I do. I have this here. Who are we going to use in the Jedi slot? Let's use, I guess. Channeling my inner Phil. No, I don't have an inner Phil. I know what I'm doing. I understand how to play this game. Free to play is dead and he ain't never coming back. You should have been nicer to CG on the track. God, I need a team that's gonna do this faster. Why do you put the most annoying team on the sector node that, like, we most have to be on? The Mando and Gogurt overlay? Interesting. That is an interesting crossover that they're doing. I haven't had a Gogurt in quite a few years myself, but if they're doing a Disney and Gogurt overlay, good for them. It seems like Gogurt is trying to make a comeback. Does Fat Phil... I guess the real question is actually, has Fat Phil ever known how to play this game? I am convinced, and survey says probably not. let's do Gungans, because this team is taking forever. I also took a Benadryl before, and it's starting to hit me. I'm starting to feel very tired, and I just woke up. Oh, this is so much better. He's playing tic-tac-toe. Look at these Gungans. Fuck. It is. It's. And look, I know I can sim, right? I understand that I can sim. I get that. It's only today that I'm not simming, but it's just so annoying compared to the old geos that were on this node. Like that was fairly easy. This is just a huge pain in my ass. Not the good kind of pain in my ass. Let who enjoy the game? Phil? No. Lost Pixel, they're just fucking with me. Phil, yeah. Bush Apple Light, I still... You have to remember, little cuzzy, that Phil is Phil. He is like white trash. He is like everything embodied in My Name is Earl. He does not like the finer things in life. I do like the finer things in life. I still have not tried it. I have not seen it for sale. I did tell him I would buy it if I see it for sale, and I would give it a shot. But that's why we do this with Phil. Phil is the good yin to my yang. Yeah, Pixel, they're just fucking with me. Most of the people here are here all the time. On at 7:30 in the morning can get fucked. I'm up at 7:30 in the morning, but I'm not doing no lawn work. 11 a.m. is when lawn work starts, if I have to do lawn work. 11 a.m. is a good time. People are awake. The sun's not too high up in the sky yet. I've had my coffee. $5:50 a.m. today. So you started work. I mean, I know we're in a different time zone, but essentially when I started waking up, I woke up at 5:45 today. My wife could end me any day that she wanted. Easily. I'm terrified. Cobb is such a weird character, the way that they've designed him. I'm so annoyed with how they designed him with Omicrons for different game modes. That is something they should have done with Jar Jar, not with Cobb. It was such a strange choice on their part to do that. I can't wait till they do like an elite Conquest unit who has 5 Omicrons for some reason. We need to go through. Let's do one more battle with these guys. I think they could handle one more. Ek confirms. Wife is Russian assassin. Sleeper agent. Da. Das Vidanya. If he's a throwaway, that'd be really great, because if he's like a Scion of Django where I do not have to interact with him at all, I'll be super happy. I'm right now pretty out of Omicrons. I have 2 Omicrons sitting in my roster. And I've been holding on to them because I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to need them for Cobb. So if we get to a point where I know I don't need him, I will be ecstatic. A sleeping agent. It might be. My eyes are very tired right now because of this Benadryl. So I could be a sleeping agent. He's not. Well, that's why I'm saving them for now, because it depends on what he's good at and if he's going to be good at anything. I'll offer our Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds is after every Conquest. And if you buy the Conquest Pass Plus, you get the extra day of Proving Grounds today, I think. And then the next day is a free Proving Grounds. So it's 1 to 2 days right after every Conquest. So about once a month. Oh. No, but I might have a special Haribo later. You gotta redeem them, Xander. That's how it works. I don't just do push-ups for nobody. Push-ups aren't something we just dole out for free here. You need your channel points. I even lowered it. Used to be, what, 25,000? Now it's 15, or maybe it's 10. I don't know if it's not Conquest Pass. It's with Conquest Pass Plus. So the higher version of the Conquest Pass. With Conquest Pass Plus, though, you'd get 2 total days. And if you refresh, you can refresh on both days. Redeeming the push-ups. All right. Okay, we will set it up. We have to set up the push-ups because somebody's an asshat. I'm sorry I have other things to do with my day that I can't be streaming literally constantly. Let's do auto framing, right? We need to do that. So my camera's going to move around a bunch right now. The Pass Plus, it can be a good deal if you are someone that's going to be refreshing a lot of those characters. It's not something I recommend. I know a lot of whales buy it just because it makes Conquest faster, since you don't need to do those 2 other feats. All right, we got our push-up redemption, right? So I got to do my push-ups. Fuck you. Let's lower this down. Fuck you. All right. Where is the camera thing? I have to turn off the auto framing now. Where is it? Here. Customize auto framing. Let's go manual. Believe this is what we're looking for. Well, yeah, my plateau has been 25 lately, which is tough because I used to do many more. So it's been a while. I do need to do them more often, just because, well, I have an arm wrestling competition coming up with Rabid Beaver next year. So I need to I need to pick those numbers up. You're a third of the way. So I got plenty of time. I got to start doing them daily again. It's been a long time. When I'm sitting down, I'm like, oh, do I really want to do push-ups right now? And the answer is basically always no. Of course I don't want to do push-ups. I know, I need to, but when I'm sitting down, I'm just so comfortable. I do. I will do more push-ups later today. Not on stream because it needs to be redeemed, but I do need to do them. I'm just not great at self-motivating. It is one of my weak points. And then I have my ADD brain, and my ADD brain tells me to do 8 different things. And then I just confuse myself. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, is to bring my dumbbells upstairs. Then I can do it while I am watching TV. That is not a terrible idea at all. This summer, we're going to do our basement. We're going to redo the basement, and I am looking forward to putting like a little bit of a home gym in there. Nothing too crazy. Oh, look at that rain. That ADD brain hits sometimes. And I get both sides of it. I get the I don't want to do anything side of it, and I also get the I hyper focus on my spreadsheets part of it. Warhammer. I have a friend that has a Warhammer room in his attic. They have a poker table up there that they use for the Warhammer thing. And he's built sets and his pieces, and he's done all of his painting. He is super, super, super into it. He tries to get me to come play with him every weekend, but I'm just so busy. I don't have an army anymore. All right. There are 3 refreshes for the day. Let's see. What do we get for Datacrons? Green screen. I don't really want a green screen, to be completely honest. I thought about getting one to do some small things, but it's really not something that I care that much about. See, more fucking dark side. It's all dark side. Oh, finally. Like, I would love a Depacron. Oh boy. Look at this guy. Look at Dan doing push-ups. Fuck you, Dan. Oh, I don't have any more. I don't have any more credits. Fuck. I don't want to. No, I'll just buy credits tomorrow. Or after the refresh of all of that stuff, because Depacron is important. What is this? Health, crit chance, crit chance, crit. I guess I don't really need the Jedi Knight Anakin, actually. I can re-roll this to Depa if I get it. Oh. All right, we're going to keep that for Mace Windu then. Can we get a wordy? Not going to be able to get a wordy. Of course. We do not have... Not getting a wordy just now. All right, what is this? Snips. What else do we need? Speed up. Damage to 2%. I also don't have any credits, so there's not like I can really do that much with that stuff anyway. How is this going along? There are 2 left. I don't really think there's anything I can do to these teams. Six. What about BKM? Let's try it. And then we got to do reviews. Got to do reviews and get out of here. Then we'll be fully caught up on reviews, and we'll maybe be able to do another egg draws in the future. I don't think this is going to work. No. I have literally not even gotten a turn. No. This might work. No, not if I can't get a real birds. I need is a real birds, and that's not coming through right now. Okay. Ugh, what? Yeah, this is not working for shit. Whenever a character is defeated, you gain hatred. That's why, because they're getting extra hatred. Okay, so that doesn't work. That's fine. We learned. It's another data point. We've won this TW. It doesn't matter. We got to get into reviews, right? We got to do our Rust reviews because I'm tired. My body wants to sleep now because of the allergy medication, and I do need to get these done. So let's get right into it. Would be here.
Roster reviews. Egnards is having a break and taking a Roster reviews. Talking saying to me that what pack sex should sell to you. Ooh, to you. To you.
Okay, let's see what we got, right? Over here on Discord. Where are my review requests? We're going to go up to DarFrog, which is at 143. Let's put this stuff up on the screen. Top 20 of your fleet arena. Top 10 Leviathan. Coordinating, no, but constantly getting 1. Assault battles, all of them look to be CT3, except Duel of the Fates is at R7, which is stupid. Pretty Patrol is at R1. What are you currently working on? Not sure now that Pico and Leviathan is done. Have 9,000 crystals for 7-star when it comes around. Maybe Stranger with regular Maul. Would like your opinion. My guess is going to be GL Leia. I mean, Leia is a really strong offensive tool for rosters, and some people do use her on defense, and it's completely fine to use her on defense. But she is... No, it's on the screen on purpose, Xander. It's on the screen so that I can still play GP, the GP guessing game. So I promise you, we will put that on in a minute. Dead Center continuing. Nope, we're completely open. How highly do you value efficiency? Efficiency over fun. Are you coordinate? Are your favorite characters don't have any favorites he doesn't have? Have most of the Conquest characters. I mean, it's tough because all of his assault battles at R9 are at CT3, but Duel of the Fates at R7 is ridiculous. Every single person who knows me knows that every single person should be doing Relic 9 on their Duel of the Fate bros. So, I mean, it's tough, but I just think everybody should have it. I think we're probably somewhere around. We just got Pico. We just got Leviathan. I'm gonna say we're somewhere around 8-9 million. Met Gradeco. I'll answer that question right after this. After this review. So if I do not answer it, remind me. So I'm gonna say 8 to 9 million for DarFrog. We are 9.7 million. All right, so that's fairly close. We have Pico, Rey, Jedi Master Luke, Jabba, Supreme Leader, Sith Eternal Emperor. Are my Duel of the Fate bros still too low? Battle for Naboo. Yes, they are. I think that this is something that needs to be fixed ASAP. I really do think it is incredibly dumb when players do not prioritize their passive resource acquisition. Passive resource acquisition is one of the most important things you can possibly do in this game. And I know that a lot of people like to look at the return on investment, and I'm partially to blame for that in saying, oh, well, it's going to take a year. It's going to take 2 years. This is a 10-year-old mobile game that a lot of us have been playing for like 5 to 10 years. It is never a bad time to start on your passive resource acquisition. Let's see what else we have going on here. Your tracker. Honda we just got. Nowhere on Jedi Master Mace Windu. Balin. Ahsoka is Fulcrum. Some of the new characters still need to be brought up on stars. Jar Jar Binks, nowhere near. Leia, we're closer to. So the cool thing here is that Leia does not need any doesn't need any stars. It's just gearing. So that is something that we're going to keep in mind. Leviathan we just got. Cal Afra. Afra we don't. Profundity we do not. That is interesting. You're going to want Jin for Leia anyway, because she works at her best on offense when you're abusing Jin and Admiral Raddus and kind of putting those two together, because the computer tends to hard target them. Jabba, Grand Inquisitor, Lord Vader is not terribly far, but That also kind of depends on where your clones are if you want to get use out of them. Jedi Master Kenobi, I think, is a very low priority for anybody at this point in the game. Let's check the clones. Clones. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know my alphabet. These guys still need to be farmed up, so Lord Vader does not become a super priority for you right now. I definitely think, hands down, Duel of the Fates should be going to Relic 9 as your 100% first priority. I think that you probably should go for Leia next. You are fairly close to Leia, and she is just a really, really strong offensive GL. But because you don't need any shards for her, you just need gearing up for her. I would be slow farm, shard farming. These guys, if you have already done the quests and you can't get them up there, I would be working towards bringing these guys up so that you can do Ahsoka as your next thing. But because Ahsoka is going to be your next priority after Leia, I think that really the way to do this is do your Duel of the Fate Brothers, then do your Peridia Patrol to Relic 7, just to Relic 7, because that's what you need them for Ahsoka, in order to also get the passive resource income. Then go back to hard focusing Leia and moving back into Ahsoka after that. And yes, you hands down should be getting Relic 9 on Ahsoka for the Coven of Shadows events. Those are the things that are going to be most important for you right now. Anything else, I honestly probably would hold off on, as we're going to be starting to get raid news in the near future, and you may need to pivot, but I don't think that you can go wrong with those things. I think you had mentioned Leviathan was relatively new on your account. Let's see. Leviathan. Okay. Leviathan, if you're thinking about crystal refreshing this, I honestly don't think it's the most important thing in the world to do. Keep it here. Let it, at this point, just kind of do things on your own. As for Stranger with regular Maul, I mean, the team works, but it's not great. And I think that it's more important to get these GLs, because Ahsoka is a strong team. Leia is a strong team, and both of them have additional resources behind them. Stranger and Maul, no, and it's old Maul, it's Conquest Maul that you're talking about. Stranger and Maul do not have the same viability. You do have hate-fueled Maul. Bringing him to Relic 2, he's usable. Don't expect to go too crazy with him, but he will be usable at Relic 2 to Relic 4, somewhere in that area. Isn't the Spectre LST now available? It depends if you got there already. That may have been used on this account. I know on my account, I've gotten to level 50 already. It depends on your spending. It depends on if you bought the pass. It depends on if you bought the Pass Plus, which is now starting to get some value when it had literally zero value before. But I think that our path right now is to stay cautious on raid stuff. And yes, Leia, yes, Ahsoka, 100%, hands down, Duel of the Fates is a hard yes. That should never even be in contention. That should, for everybody listening, it honestly annoys me so much when people literally just ignore doing one of the best things that you possibly can do. The episode shop tokens, these guys. Oh, you're talking about these? Where are they? No, you must be talking about these Lightspeed tokens. These will bring them up to Relic 6, but you're still going to have to shard farm. So, and that's where his slowdown is slightly. This is an easy one. Let's do another. Duel of the Fates is in 3 days, right? So yes, if you have R9 mats in the bank, this is the time to do it. It's just one of those projects that to me makes 0 sense not to have done as you start to get into the later aspects of the game. And if you do it really early, you're going to start building stockpiles of Relic 10 material for when you need those Relic 10s. What else do we got here on the docket? We have, who is this? Moonhoppin. What time is it? It's 1:53. See, top 20 of your. Oh, actually, before we do that, Matt, you had asked me a question, so let's answer that. More general question: how far before Conquest do you recommend a Conquest review? Not sure how far in advance we know feats typically. I think that there's 2 ways that you can go about doing a Conquest review, Matt. If you're just looking for a general overview, as soon as we know the feats, which is generally a week and a half ahead of time that they get data mined, then that's the time to do it. But I think, honestly, the smartest way to do it is to request a Conquest review after the first week of Conquest. Do as much as you can in Conquest, then figure out what your pain points are. That's going to be the hard part. That's where a Conquest review kind of shines, is when you are able to recognize your own pain point and say, this feat is going to be really hard for me. If you are in a position where you can recognize that ahead of time and you look at the data mine and you go, oh shit, I'm going to have a hard problem with these 4 feats, then by all means do it early. But that's really the purpose. And the reason that I put those Conquest reviews in there for the premium memberships is that what ends up happening a lot of the times is that on Discord, people will message me on like the day that Conquest is ending or 2 days before Conquest is ending. And they'll say, hey, I'm having trouble with this feat. And then I'll look at their account and go, dude, you could have just done this thing. And then they struggle to do it because they only have a day left in their Conquest. You want to isolate your pain points so that we can look, or I can look and say, all right, this is where it will be easier for you. Now on to Moonhoppin. Top 20 of your fleet arena, mixture of all 3 GL ships. Are you coordinating? Yes. All assault battles are maxed, even the R9s. Perfect. What are you currently working on? Staying in K2 with hopes of K1. Mods, always mods. Fleshing out existing teams. Getting everyone to relics. 4 Conquest units left at the time of writing, and the rest will be LSTs from era shipments. Saving for the next raid in GL. Are you dead set on continuing? No. How high do you have efficiency? Efficiency is fun. Are there any favorite characters? You like Cobb Vanth? I love Cobb Vanth as a character. I just think he's weird for the game. Shards for any important proving ground characters, all are unlocked. So this sounds like a more end game account. K2, everything is R9. Have every Conquest unit unlocked. I'm going to say 13.5 million GP. Let's check it out. 13.3 million GP. That is probably the closest guess that I have ever had. So we have everything, right? We have 10 GL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How did we do with Cassian? So not a huge spender, but you either spend or at least you invest in your characters. Maul, to some extent. Hate-fueled Maul is still 5 stars. Raid history, 7 million. Your guild is doing 200 million, so you're overperforming your raid. Which is completely okay. Just kind of keep that in mind when you're going into the next raid, that you're probably going to do better than your guild at the raid. Everything that needs to be done is at R9. Finishing Jedi Master Mace window. We have everything else except for Jedi Master Mace Windu. Obviously, finish him. His event should be coming around soon. It doesn't make sense not to finish him. 270 Zetas, so you're probably in a bit of a Zeta crunch right now because I believe there's like 400 something Zetas in the game, but we do have that will be coming out. You'll be coming out of that because of all of the new sources of Zetas. Conquest characters, sort by Conquest. Special Conquest units. What are we missing here? Jocasta Nu, obviously don't need right now because you don't have a Jedi Master Mace Windu team. I honestly would probably bring up Maz. Also bring Maul up a little bit. I still use Maul pretty damn often with the Seer Malicos team. Darth Savor, yes, man. If you need it, I'm kind of thinking that maybe Mando Moonjumper is the leader, and this guy is Moonhoppin. So I'm wondering if he's an officer. So I don't know if you're going to get him to join your guild. See what's lacking. An account like this, all we can do is look at what's lacking. There's literally nothing else that we can do. It does seem like you are investing in this next era a lot more, though. So this is what Snorlax was talking about. Oh, there he is. Yeah, see, I didn't think you were leaving your guild. This is what Snorlax was talking about when we talk about like relic hygiene and determining what characters to bring to relics. I tend to be very reactive about relic hygiene and bringing up characters after a team fails to do what I want it to do. But I definitely think that you need to start thinking about bringing more of your roster to Relic 7 right now. When it comes to the next raid, you're probably going to be more focused on bringing characters to R8 and R9 for that raid. But right now, things like Bosch could go to at least Relic 7. Darth Treya, I would be bringing, I'm going to filter by relic level. Filter by. You're in that Zeta, in that relic hygiene part of the game right now, where you're doing little mini projects while we're waiting without putting yourself in a position where you will not have things. These are all relic 7s. Okay. I like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon at relic 8 because of the mission on Mandalore, personally. Darth Treya should definitely be at minimum relic 7. Bosch should definitely be a minimum relic 7. Mara Jade, I would definitely have as a minimum relic 7. You have New Vader. And I know you have him. I don't know how far he is. 2-star right now. I would probably bring Dual Zen Darth Vader as high as you can technically bring him right now. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can be doing is bringing characters to Relic 7. Savage should be R7. I mean, mine are at Relic 8, personally, but these should be minimum R7s. General Hux should minimum be an R7. What you don't want to do is be in a position where you're using SLKR and Hux doesn't get what isn't able to do what he's supposed to do because he doesn't get even get a turn because he gets Relic Delta'd way too hard. Definitely take Barris and Lumi to R7. Maul should be going to at least R7. This is all I can really tell you, right? These are just like little things within your account because you have everything. And it is smart to save. But because Electrium Conductors and Zimbital Crystals, Zimbital cards are no longer as limiting to players in the end game. These are things that you can use a little bit more freely than you would have been before. And if this review were a year ago, I would have said hold everything, hoard everything until we know what's going on with the raid. But right now, I just think the things that you want to hoard are your like Relic 8 and your Relic 9 materials more than anything else. Pirate Captain Athano should definitely go to Relic 7. Quiggled should be a minimum Relic 7, but honestly, Relic 8 or Relic 9. You have Cassian at 5 stars, so I would probably invest in Luthen. You know, these 5 and 6 star, these 4 to 6 star era teams have been proven to work. They do work in the game. It's not like before where you needed your characters to be at Relic 7 constantly. So investing in that would maybe not be the worst idea. But man, really what it comes down to right now is just these little projects while you build up your horde of Relic 8 and Relic 9 material, because there's nothing else that you can be doing. I definitely would prepare yourself for Jedi Master Mace Windu so you can get him when he comes out for the next time. So like Depa, who's here, I think you're probably going to LST her, right? And then bring her to Relic 5, Relic 7 from there, I believe it is. They're not my favorite team in the world, but they're still useful. And in Kyber, they definitely are a staple defensive team. You're waiting until you have 20 million GP before you do another roster review. Hey, man. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. But Moonhoppin, there's not much more I can tell you. You know, you are at the end game. It's just that Relic Hygiene. It's an R5 requirement. I'd still bring it to R7 as a minimum. Anything new at this level of the game, anything new, once it can go to R7, should go to R7. And it's really nice now that we have that sweet Relic screen where you can bring characters to Relic 7 literally right away. This stream is basically the how many times can I say Relic 7 in a sentence stream. Is there anything else, though, that you want to ask Moonhoppin? Because I feel like I have not been able to give you that much with where you are at the game. You know, when it comes to mods, it's important to find a mod filter system that works for you. That's it. I have a mod system that works for me. I actually retooled it 2 days ago and made it even more restrictive. You know, and all of my mods go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different mod checks before I look at them and go, oh, hey, I have to upgrade this mod. I have to move this one to, you know, wherever else I need to be. Health, offense. No? Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do, man. Where you're at, it's just leveling up things right now, slow and steady, while also being cognizant of what specific stuff you still haven't been able to do yet. What is this from? 517. Okay. Let's do one more. I actually changed my mod filters yesterday, but relax because they are roughly the same. I just made a couple of tweaks to my mod filters. Made them slightly more restrictive in a couple of areas, tiny bit less restrictive in other areas, but no like super major changes have been made to it. But I had time yesterday, so I sat down and I played with it a little bit more. I wish the game would make it a little bit more intuitive when you're doing mod filtering, right? And I wish I could say, all right, game, run through all of my filters and do like either they're a cell filter or they're a an upgrade filter, and just do all of the things in my filters. I wish the game could do that. It would make my life so much easier. And this is what I'm talking about when I say like the game shouldn't have to rely on hot utils to do things. The game, we should be able to function in a world where mod filtering and mod quality of life is not the worst thing. And that's, I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's just how it is. I'm gonna change my mind because I literally need to fucking nap off this Benadryl. We do have one more review today to do. We're gonna hold it for next week. We'll do that some point next week. Tomorrow I will. Well, I won't be on tomorrow morning for a brunch stream, but for anyone who is available, Moonborn and I tend to go into voice chat while we're playing ridiculous games on stream. I don't know if we will or not tomorrow, but we tend to in the morning, and we are doing a game morning. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll do... I got to help Tassanex and User tonight with GAC, so I don't know if you'll see me on stream tonight. But with that said, I appreciate everybody who joins me for brunch in the mornings. We get a nice, consistent crowd. I like how talkative we are. I like how inquisitive everybody is here. I don't... Oh, man, you're bringing me right back into it. I actually don't think that they need to increase the mod cap, Lost Pixel. I think that people who think that they need to increase the mod cap do not understand the modding system, and they need better filters. Everyone says they need to increase the mod cap, but what's going to end up happening is it doesn't fix a problem. It just pushes the problem down the road. If you give me 1,000 mods in a week, I need to do the filter again, right? And then I'm stuck at 900 of 1,000 instead of 400 of 500. I think if you have proper filters, then you do not have to worry about the mod cap as much. And what I've learned from Reddit, because Lady Geek likes to do this, and it's funny to me, is that anytime somebody says they need to increase the mod cap, we find their .gg, and it turns out that their mod score sucks, and they definitely need to increase their filters. My filters bring me back down to about 300 of 500. As an end game player. Now, not everybody needs filters that are as restrictive as mine, but I don't think that that's the biggest problem with modding. Thank you, Ani. And that's if we play publicly. Sometimes we don't. It's up to both of us. But that's going to be the morning. If you have not already subscribed on YouTube, get on that because, you know, but I will see everybody next week for Zeta Protocol and for brunch. Peace out.